Now, take a look at this op-ed. It's in the Wall Street Journal. Quote, Israel fights while Trump talks. The U.S. is demanding more restraint from an ally than it does from Iran. Florida Congressman Carlos Gimenez joining me now. Congressman, do you agree with that? Is Trump helping Iran by ordering Netanyahu not to hit Hezbollah?
Yeah, I hate to depart from my president, but I agree with it. Look, I'm starting to feel like we're Charlie Brown and Iran is Lucy, and every time we go kick the ball, it's been taken away. You know, we're close to a deal. We're 2 days from a deal. We're 3 days from a deal, and it's not happening. And so, if I were in Vegas right now, I'd be betting against in 2 days. We're going to be right where we are today. I think that bad behavior deserves punishment, and unfortunately, the Iranians are exhibiting bad behavior, and they're not suffering any consequences for that. As you can tell, I'm a little bit more hawkish than the president would be.
Are the Iranians winning because they're playing for time, they're getting some time, and they know that the midterms are coming and that our president is under pressure? Is that the game they're playing?
Of course, I think that's the game they're playing, and I think what we need to do is take away their trump card, which is, pardon the pun, okay? It's it's the Straits of Hormuz, and so we need to get to the point where we start the Straits of Hormuz open again, with or without Iran's help. Take away that trump card, and every time that they give us a deadline or we give them a deadline and they don't meet it on coming to our terms, then they got to suffer the consequences. And that's the only thing that they understand. Right now, they think they're playing us. I happen to agree with them. I think they are playing us, and I think that we need to take a little bit more direct action and take away that trump card and make them suffer a little bit for those days. Every day that goes by, we don't get a deal.
Let's talk Cuba. We're now 4 months into the U.S. oil blockade. The Cubans only have the power just a couple of hours a day, if that. We keep hearing they're close to collapse. So tell us what you know. What's the state of play in Cuba?
Every day, the regime gets weaker and weaker. The situation in Cuba is getting worse and worse, but they can solve that problem real quickly by going and leaving and allowing the Cuban people freedom and democracy, and then the United States can help them. By the way, you know, their company, Gaeza, which really controls 70% of Cuba's economy, they have like $19 billion stashed away, but they don't use it for the Cuban people. They put it in their pockets. Not only are they communists, but they're communist thieves also. And so we need to get to the point where we move on from this regime, and then Cuba can once again be the jewel of the Caribbean that it once was.
How do we get them to move on? I mean, do we just wait them out? I mean, they're in dire poverty, just leave them to sink? Is that what we do?
Well, I think that right now that the best thing to do is to wait it out, and they refuse to use their money to help, you know, their own people. You know, there is no embargo on food and medicine and basic necessities. It's only luxury items, and so, but they don't have the money. Supposedly, they don't have the money to buy these things. It's a failed regime. We need to let it fail and fall on its own, and then we can move on to a better Cuba, a Cuba that's a friend of the United States and not an enemy and a threat to the United States like it is today.
Congressman, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for being with us today, sir. See you again soon.